Peace, love, and light. Healing through inspiration. How y'all doing? It's a great, grandiose day. I know y'all really haven't seen an indoor video for like in so long. Pardon me, I'm sorry. We'll keep that. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification. Got daily uploads and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying? If you guys want to book a one-on-one consultation, you can do this by sending us an email at info@healingthroughinspiration. You can DM us on Instagram at healingthroughinspiration. Pardon me, got some food I was indulging in, you know what I'm saying? We also got a business course too. You guys want to start a business, you guys haven't had one. If you guys want to have one and you don't know how to go about it or whatever, literally you got, here it is. Here it is right here. It's solutions right here. Do something that's going to be a change, going to help you get better. But that link for that is in the description box below. We also got a one-of-a-kind artwork at healingthroughinspiration.com/shop. You know, we've seen this stuff that we crafted, as well as we got our amazing American apparel, you dig. But shoot, what I got to say is, man, you know, I was talking to a brother. And a brother here said to me, man, you know, he said, what does your biological mother look like? He asked her, what does she look like? And I'm like, shoot, I think it's something. I told him something like, it's an account somewhere. I got to search for it. I had to look. So then I end up going on there. I end up connecting this Google account, whatever, it's really old. Google account before, just like some recent, quote unquote time. It was before he had definitely asked that. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got this, and I got this on the Google Photos thing. I think it goes back and it tells you stuff. So I'm like, hey, I go back in there and I go check, and I'm just going, I'm scrolling, cause I'm like, and I just start looking, I see older pics. I don't even know if it's like older pics, cause I wasn't really old. I see pics from the past of me. Pics in the past of me, and I'm like, yo, what the frick? This like, and I was looking so young, man. I was looking so young. Like, I didn't even have facial hair. I didn't even have a beard. I was really a child, bro. I was really a child. And it just made me think like, oh my gosh. Look what they did. Look what they did, dog. They used to treat me like this. My biological father, my biological mother used to treat me like this. So abusive to me. So abusive to a child. How? How could you do such a thing? How? How could you have it in you to abuse a child? I remember, I think where I was at, because I took a selfie in the kitchen room, in the family room, ironically. But, you know, family, etymology word family, it pertains to household of slaves or indentured servants. So, I remember I was in a family room, and then I think my biological father said something, and I just replied to him back. And I turned around to walk, and then I remember, so there's flies up in here. I don't know why. I must have the door open. There's a guy there. Frick. Remember, just walking, looking forward, and seeing half brother, my biological mother's other son. You know, that's her son. Pardon me. So, and then I remember seeing him doing the dishes in the kitchen, and he just had his glasses. I remember him just looking like nothing was wrong. Nothing was wrong. Didn't say anything. He didn't signal anything to me. He's just looking at me like, you know, just looking back like, it's just a look of like someone can care less. He can care less for my safety. And you probably think like, what would he have to look for? How would you know? How would they determine? Well, they tell you what happened next. about what happened next. Let me see. I was looking, and all of a sudden, I just went. My feet left my feet left the ground, and then I was up in the air, and I was turned around, and I was literally up and there, and I saw, and then my biological father, he had me up to the ceiling. Boom! I remember hitting me up to the ceiling. I remember my head hit the ceiling. He was like, "What are you talking about? How you doing that?" And shaking me like this too. Let's like, and it started shaking. I'm like, I was screaming and crying, and it dude slammed me from the top of the ceiling, my head up there, and he slammed me down to the ground. And he started hitting me. He started hitting me open hand in my freaking body. He started hitting me open hand and started freaking hitting me in the body. And I was just crying. I can't tell you what I did. I don't know what the frick can a child do that's that wrong. Cause I mean, what's this? Is the severity that bit? You gotta lead to that. You gotta do that. What? If it's that serious, call the cops. Call the police. If it's that serious, I don't know what the hell a child could do or something. And you gotta do that. And two, I think it's probably beneficial right now that I don't know. Because what they say sometimes is giving a reasoning. Sometimes understanding something is saying why something's okay. And his actions weren't okay. His actions were not okay. It's not okay as a father, as a biological father. There's no excuse for it. As I say that, I think about me, what I say, I think it was last month or maybe two, talk on the phone with my aunt and telling him about the abuse that my biological father does, her brother does. And she knows. But she was like, "Oh, I don't get how two people can just stay, not get along, and they just stay together and just." I'm making this face right now because I'm very disgusted. I'm very disturbed. As far as to the point, like, bitch, you know it was him. You know it's him. I told you verbatim what the frick happened, what the frick did he do, and you don't care, and you could care less. You could care less what the frick he did, and then try to say it was me. I'm telling you verbatim, it's right him. It's freaking him, and I'm telling you exactly. And I even said to her, "Bone up, go ask him. Go ask him. Go ask him." I've said that to her on the phone, and she said, and I said that the next time I spoke to her after I said ask. I said, "Did you ask him?" I said, "Oh, no, I didn't ask." Bum ass bitch. The frick you want me to deal with the abuse. What the frick? And stuff I was telling her. Because she is sitting there asking me, "Oh, what's going on with you?" She going to run and turning her mouth to him. And I said it was in between you and I. But she going to run and tell her mouth. He's using her as a flying monkey. That's how I figured about the car. Like, the next day he came up talking about the exact next day, he come up talking about this thing I was talking to her about. I said, what? I don't speak to this Negroid. You know the gray rock method? I do the super gray rock, the gray boulder method. That's what the frick I do. So I'm like, for long as I haven't been talking to him, F him. He could die. And as long as people know it wasn't me, I'll be fine. I'll be perfectly fine. So But yeah, she's blocked. She's blocked for sure. You already know that. Anyways, and then, but it's like, oh, I don't get how people can just stay together and just not. I mean, it must be something. She was like basically insinuating that I was doing something, like it was something on my end. I said I wasn't doing anything, and I said, and that's why I said there. Sometimes it's. I said okay, just like sometimes saying, oh, not understanding something is kind of saying it's okay, since she said she don't understand it. She said her words are understand, but I said understand. So I said okay, you don't understand it. It's like an excuse for it. So I said okay, but then she was further trying to insinuate it, and I said, dang, what an evil bitch, man. What an evil bitch to go along with this stuff. Cape for his abuse. He really don't give a frick. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, dog. That's all a child. That's all people wanted. Act like just have somebody to care about us. Nobody freaking did. Nobody freaking did, man. Nobody freaking did. Life is life is like pretty much a lie. The child, how the upbringing, because it would just be surprising, especially because she was so far away from us. She's talking about my aunt. It's like dang, and it's kind of like you come to realization that like she's but she's she's like a female version of him. Her brother like literally talks the same type of vernacular, like choice of words, tone. It's weird. I'm like, how did I not peep that? She would have been rescued me. I can care less what anyone's got to say. But her excuse was that she don't do dogs. She don't do dogs. What the frick is an 18.6 pound dog? And shit. He's very calm. Very friendly. Probably wouldn't even know if he was here if I didn't show you on the camera, because he didn't even make a sound. He was getting her in order to do his filth work, I should say. Eavesdropping. Flying monkey, just lifeless. I already know, because I started to put, some things did stand out to me, though, about her. Is, she says she loves babies so much. She's like in her 40s, freaking 40s or something. It was just like she loves babies so much, but she don't have any babies of her own. And guess what? She don't have a man. She not dating anybody. She just sit at home, not doing anything. She's bored. She's talking about there's nothing to do. I'm like, but I started asking, I'm like, so you don't have a man, you don't want a baby, you don't want, she's like, nope, I don't want, she basically was giving a rhetoric like, I don't need a man type rhetoric. And I'm just like, that always stood out to me, like, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, looking at this photo, it's so crazy. I used to, I remember my biological father was trying to beat me. He was trying to beat me. I was scared. I was no, please don't, please. Let me see. I was scared, but I was kind of like doing over the top, like not over the top, because it was like I wanted to be like I wanted to be protected. I didn't want to get beat. I didn't want to get beat by an adult man. I didn't want to get beat by a very well adult man. Male. A bitch. I didn't want to get beat by him. So I was saying, basically begging for my mom to help me. And she watched this man hit me. And just hit me. And she could just have a care. When I say someone can have a freaking careless in their freaking world, nigga. Like that's how this bitch is looking. Like she could care less. The bitch was chilling, watching TV as this man beat me. As this male beat me, dog. I can't believe that, man. I can't believe that. Like, evil bitches, man. Evil bitches. And you know, one of the things about my biological mother, man, one of the things she told me was that, oh, you're my most honest child. You're my most honest child. That's something she always told me. I was thinking like, well, what the frick? I'm being honest. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? It's not hard to be honest. Like, tell the truth. And she had 2 other children. I'm thinking to herself like, well, what happened to the other children? Like, why didn't they be honest? Why did they feel like they didn't have to be honest? Hmm. You know why? How was your parenting? And since she said I was the most honest, you know, most honest child, I think it was a trait, a character trait that she didn't see in herself. Cause my biological mother was never honest. My biological father was never honest. They weren't honest people themselves, but they she saw the trait in me. So so I'm just thinking this. I'm deep in my thoughts. Like I told you, I'm a big thinker. So I remember looking, I'm looking at the old photos as well. I see my biological mother, very obese, just a nasty bitch, trifling. It is. I'm seeing in the photo. I see the deadness in her eyes. I'm like, oh shit. Through a photo, bro. Through the photo. Um. So what happens is that so then she ended up saying something like, this bitch ass nigga interrupted my video. Right back. Peace, y'all. I'm outside right now. Kind of chilly, but I mean, shit, a nigga can't even talk. I'm sick and tired of this, bro. But I'm gonna say this, and I got my earpiece in, so y'all gonna hear me through that, so the audio sounds different. Um, I'm gonna say this, yo. Uh, I was talking about, and she said I was the most honest child. And, you know, one thing about, I think my biological mother, she asked us questions. Oh, what's up, guy? Uh, and she would ask us questions like, and the question wasn't for the truth, because if you told the truth, she didn't like that. It was conditioning to get answers that she wanted. Oh, I'm just thinking, man. I'm just thinking of all the beatings I used to get, you know, just for like getting in trouble for stuff I didn't even know why. I didn't know why, because I didn't even know why. You know, that plays such a big role in your psyche. You know, you getting in trouble for stuff you don't know why as a child, man. You know, that's just crazy. Uh, Shoot, man. Crazy, crazy. You won't believe it. And one of the things that my biological mother asked me, she said, I think she asked us to the point like, do I eat a lot? Or something like, or something she tried to say like, you know, this is after she got she said, you know, just after she got her bypass surgery. She almost died from that, by the way. You know, it's actually common. It happens a lot. People who get that surgery to cut them up because they're too lazy, you know, to actually work out, you know, or eat a healthy diet. 'Cause you don't have to work out to do it. You know, that's why we say you can book a consultation with us. You know, I've lost so much weight without even working out. I mean, I did work out to help because I wanted to do fit, but it was just like you don't have to work out. You don't have to work out in order to lose weight. You know, all this stuff is diet, or diet as far as what you consume too, because you can't necessarily work out all day. But what you do is affect what you eat, because your body's gonna break down the food and gonna store it what it needs and what not. So that in itself can affect your weight. You know, so that's I just know it's easy. It's easy as heck anyway. You guys want to book a consultation, you guys can do that. You know, by DM us on Instagram at healingthroughinspiration. If you're not following us there, we post on a regular. But you know, my biological mother, she had said she had said to me that she had said, oh, something like, oh, you think you said, oh, I didn't know how much I lost. I didn't know how much how much food. I didn't know I used to eat food. I didn't know I used to eat that much or something. I'm like, what you been used to eat so much? Like you did. And because I remember looking at her plates, man. And I said to this, I'm like, I think, because then one day she, you know, because I remember this was before she had the bypass. She said, you know, I don't really eat that much. You know, I don't eat that much, and I just don't. I said, yeah, you do. I said that as a child. I think I said something like, yeah, you do, like, or something like, I don't know. I told her the truth, but I'm like, she does, like, cause she was trying to lie and trying to act like she don't eat that much. She always used to tell people like, "Nah, I don't eat that much. I don't eat that much." I remember it's like a plate. You know the things at a restaurant with a waiter is carrying like that type of plate. It was a plate that size, and it had like food on it, food, beans, rice, and it's all this food, like it was stacked up. You would think like, man, she ain't gonna finish that. She finished the whole thing, bro. The whole freaking thing. I swear to gosh, yo. I swear to gosh. I swear to gosh, she finished the whole thing. I'm like, yo, what? And then she got to saying there to talk about she don't eat that much. This bitch was a liar. And then after she had the bypass surgery because it tightened your stomach, that you're not supposed to, because it tightened your stomach, so you can't really overeat to stop you from eating something that you should be able to do naturally. Um, so then so then she's throwing up and stuff, doing all that stuff. But after she had like her bypass surgery, she like, what did she do? She said something like, she said something like, uh, what the frick she do? She said something like, oh, Pardon me. She said, "Oh, I don't eat that much. I really don't eat." I'm like, you know you eat that much. You freaking know you eat that much. Like you do. She's like, leave it. I ate a lot. I ate a lot. This is after the bypass. So, oh, I ate a lot. I ate a lot. She'll eat a little bit of food and try to act. I ate so much. I ate so much. This is her being narcissistically bragging, acting like she's all that, like she's being, because her being skinny, like, oh, she ate so much. I ate a lot of food, just so you can agree with her. And I realized that as a child. Like, you're just saying that so people can agree with you or whatever. And then my biological father, which is her husband, he's laughing, going on. What the frick are these bozos? What the frick are these bozos? Can you freaking believe that? I had these motherfuckers as parents, biological parents, bro. Freaking awful. These motherfuckers right here just love attention, love attention, love to say something, love to. Grab this on the tree. It's right here. It's right here. These motherfuckers just love the attention, man. They just love the attention. They love to be like. And I'm just like, yo, they're just the most awful parents. And I remember as a child saying as well, like, saying like, oh, because I remember I think I heard something to the point it was like on TV or something, or the point like it was like, oh, people who don't have children make the best parents. And I said, oh, that's true. As soon as I heard it, I said, oh, that's true. My biological one said, that's not true. That's not true. Bitch, nobody was talking about your bum ass, but you felt like some type of way because you know you're an awful parent. That's how she kept saying, "Oh, I'm a good, man. I'm a good man. I'm cool. I'm a cool man." Just all this, like, just so lame, and it's just so. And it was actually I did experience a lot of anger, man. I did experience a lot of anger just looking back at old photos and whatnot, man. You know, this stuff like this is this stuff right here, like, you know, it was just I couldn't have it in my mind just looking at my younger self. Like I would never ever I could never ever hurt that child or a child because I see young children. I couldn't have that much anger and hate and jealousy for them. Like I wanted to take them out because I thought they were so much greater than me at that age. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is full blown out ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. The amount of hate you gotta have. My gosh. My gosh. That is just you gotta be at just the hateful spiteful mother. It's almost like how can they even breathe? How can these people even breathe? Holy cow, man. I gotta step out. I gotta move. Y'all know this. Hey, y'all can tell in this video, but look. You know, a lot of people don't know about this stuff. They don't know this stuff. I know some people that don't even tell people like they got as far as their parents and their friends with their so-called family and stuff like. They just don't tell them because they just like I've heard people say, "Oh, yep, they died. My parents died. Nope, 9/11, Fukushima. Oh, yep, it was horrible. It was horrible. Yep, yep." Just because they don't know, because people can't relate to this. People are literally so freaking small-minded. They can't think that everybody didn't grow up in a, oh,